So I kind of wanted to like not really talk about this because I kind of want to get done with my Mechagodzilla video, but like the votes and the people who answered me to do one of my videos kind of didn't really leave me a choice since they got significantly more votes than the Mechagodzilla video. And people obviously now are going to be like hopping on the agenda like, oh, all these new statements, oh, he's a lot stronger. And this guy got an upskill. Oh, this guy got an upskill. Oh, this guy got an upskill. It just goes back and forth over and over again, even though, like, the story is totally different and both sides just sound stupid. Like, some people are spreading this agenda that Methuselah, Shimu, or Ghidorah level due to the scan of him being stated to only come out during when a big threat is there, even though that literally means nothing. That could basically be in reference to some sort of hint or something. It could be like him being a side character, like a help for Godzilla. It just doesn't mean anything. Another thing is that Shimu never really like made an alpha call like what Ghidorah did, and she was kind of hidden under the surface with Scar, so you can't really make that assumption. And for stuff like the Mutos never really made a call either. The only reason why he got up to fight them is because Ghidorah did the little stupid call. This doesn't really mean anything. I think it's just so dumb. And like, I don't know, the problem with the guidebook thing is it makes a lot of like vague statements for some reason, which I'll get to later in this video. But I really wanted to go over the biggest part, which is the Beast Glove. So one of the biggest questions is, did Kong really get a downscale? And sadly, yes, he kind of did. And I'll explain it. So basically, the Beast Glove refers to a 10 times amplifying punch. That he has. A lot of people like to say, oh, this is for his overall body, but this is not what the statement says. It literally says his punches increase by 10 times due to the glove and its weight. It only increases due to the plate and just the glove in general. Him physically is not 10 times. So yeah, it kind of is a little bit of a downscale for him. At least, like, not for the Beast Glove, obviously, Kong, because he obviously still stuns evolved, but for base Kong, it kind of is a big downscale. Anyways, then we move on to the Mechagodzilla part. Did Mecha get downscaled, even though he was never really downscaled? Even though he never, like, scaled to the Beast Glove, it doesn't matter. But, like, this just further clarifies that they just use, like, some sort of biotech in this, and then the parts are from something else. The biotech isn't really, like, the platings or anything. Biotech isn't a material, it's a type of chemical. So like the protons, the hollow earth energy, that's what it could be in reference to. It's not in reference to the platings, and I think it's obvious by feet season, and just like the novel also just clarifies some parts that could be referred to like anything. Most of the scaling to the glove is very vague. This just outright just confirms it's not like his platings or anything. So now we get to other statements like Rodan, Mothra, Methuselah. I already kind of covered Methuselah, but yeah. So first off, we'll go over Rodan's statements. So Rodan actually has a statement of giving Mothra a death blow, which was the fire. It's not saying like his like beak would one shot or anything. It's just saying the fire like gave her like a death blow or something. It's not like in reference to actually like one-shotting her. He wouldn't kill her in one hit. I don't know if people are saying that. And then there's some very vague statements trying to say he's strong or like he had a very epic fight with Ghidorah. This is kind of vague. Doesn't really mean anything, though he does have this one very good narrative statement. It implies that he's some of the strongest flyers at the time period, or like the king of the skies, which you can argue means he's the strongest, though it could probably just be off representation or like a status or a hierarchy. It doesn't always have to be off strength. I generally feel like most of these statements are vague throughout the guidebook. I'm just going to be covering more of that today. Like Mothra, her stinger is stated to be deadly in her god rays, but it doesn't really like quantify or say anything, or like does it what it like says what it does. Let's just say to be deadly. You could just argue it'd be deadly to everyone, but if it's deadly to everyone, therefore it can't one-shot everyone. So everyone would be able to tank it. So it kind of, and other strong opponents would scale above that. So it can't. Most of these statements that people have to realize is that they're in reference to themselves. They're not in reference to all other titans. That cannot be true. And if you try and say it did, it'd just be contradictory. Since some titans scale massively above the others, and if it's only deadly to some but not others, it's not really gonna work out. So, yeah, I believe most of the scans in these guidebooks are, like, vague. Though there are some statements that, do confirm some stuff. Like, the warbats actually are stated to be an apex predator, and are stated to crush the life out of most opponents. So, it would, and it's kind of implied that it probably would kill Kong as well. So, there are, like, some stuff, but the main point of this video is that most of the statements here are just very vague. I wouldn't use this. This book basically just gave us nothing. I don't know why people are trying to say, oh, this guy got an upscale, he got an upscale, yada, yada, yada. Even though the truth is no one got an upscale. It's just a ton of vague statements that don't mean anything. Like, how is Mothra going to be deadly to a jackal, but then also deadly to something like Godzilla, to try and argue it's deadly to something to, like, Ghidorah, or can harm them? Like, their relativities and scales amount are like thousands of degrees far apart from each other. That's like the main mission of this video, or like that I was trying to say. Anyways, I'm gonna come up with another better video next week. I hope you guys really enjoy this, but I'll see you guys later.